Everyone, back again with another lead that we're going to follow up on. This is coming from Napa, and he gave me a lead that he wasn't too confident in calling the seller on. Basically, the seller wanted a cash offer on their property. Because they wanted to sell quick, right? But they were not as understanding as they should be about selling to a cash buyer. So this video is more about, how motivated seller is, and what you can expect from a person that's looking just to get the highest offer. Obviously they want the highest offer, but the property is in no shape of being wholesaled. But I did give him an offer, and you'll see how it goes. Just listen in, and hopefully you can pick out some nuggets on this phone call, and just see how I did it. And hey, if I'm doing something wrong in the call, just let me know. I deal with calls like this all the time. It's not like this is my first rodeo. I know what to say, know how to say it, and follow me for more. And we back to the show. I'm here. Derek, NorCal Home Offer. Hi, how are you? Kimberly? Hi. So I don't know much about the situation, or what's I don't know what's going on at all. I just know that you were interested in getting an offer on your property or wanting to sell your house, right? Your father's house.
We've had the house. I'm a realtor of 30 years. Just I'll disclose that because I legally have to. I'm not licensed in Georgia, but our mom just passed away.
Sure.
We had the house appraised. It appraised at 725 in the condition that it's in. We also had it looked at by a realtor who felt that in the condition that it's in, that it would fall out somewhere between 725 and 750. We
so what if you're selling it at that price? What's stopping you from listing it? And
because we don't have the house cleaned out yet, and I don't want to put it on the market in the condition that it's in.
Just because it's cleaned out
there, because it's not in the condition with everything we're trying to clear out. My brother's donating and giving away and selling and things like that to take pictures.
And we figured we would try to sell it off the market at
yes.
first, just avoid involving realtors.
If we could, and if we could get to the same net as what we're looking at with listing it with a realtor, then we're open to that. But we're not.
How did you
have a year to sell it?
So how did Juan reach out to you guys? I don't know how he found you guys.
I
don't know.
He might have seen your property that it might have looked
in the front yard. So I don't know if he saw that driving by or if he saw a listing sale group do that or what.
Right. Yeah, that's probably something like that. So have you had any offers, or is there no offers yet? Or are you guys looking for the right offer?
We have 2 offers that are currently on the table that we're discussing with both. There are terms and conditions in each that are a little bit more favorable than the other, but neither are at the price that we're willing to accept. It's only the sign the limit in the yard for a week and a half.
Not even a week.
It's a great house, and there's nothing available in the area. And like I said, we've had it appraised at 725 in the condition that it's in.
Right.
And we feel like that's a really good price for the area.
No, I understand that, but why if you don't want to put it on the market, but people can still buy properties on the market without having to needing it to be fixed up or belongings removed. And I would suggest you would get the higher price than people people walking by, passerbys and stuff like that, and people on Facebook. That's just my suggestion, because I flip houses, so that's how I find. I buy properties, I fix them up, and I purchase them at a discount, obviously, because I don't buy properties that are not gonna need any work at all. I can buy something like that, but then I would have to try and return and flip it and get my money back right away. 700 something thousand. That's a lot for anybody. If I put $700,000 down, am I going to get my money back, right? So I know Napa, there's people around there that want to buy properties. It's a market that people are still buying right now, right? So
yeah, it's desirable.
Right. So now I take it my One was just trying to see what would be a good plan for you guys, because you said you had a whole year to sell it, right? If you had something,
our short game is we want to sell it for as much as we can in the shortest period of time and be done with it. Our mom just passed away. It's a very painful situation, but we're not going to give it away.
Oh, no. I never said you were going to give it away. That's the whole thing. Right.
If we can sell it for something that nets my brother and I the same as what it would net with an agent when it goes on the market, without having to pay a realtor's commission, things like that, and then it affords somebody like you to get a better deal, and then have more equity that you come in with, and you can do what you want with, then that's great. If we don't get to that with anybody, then
Mom she was getting ready to tell you she had a reverse mortgage. She owed them about $330 also. Just trying to get that taken care of, but we have up to a year to do it. And just quick and painless as possible, like she said, but we're not looking to, it's not really a flip house. It doesn't need but some lipstick on it, basically. It doesn't really need any work done to it. But if we, like she said, if we can, for
how close are you guys at with your offers? I'm not going to ask, but let's take it, for example, if I can pay you guys, let's say I pay off the reverse mortgage, and then I can pay you guys more over time. And that's what I was thinking about also. That's just one reasonable way of working. Because I think of it as an investor, I think of many ways to clear the solution.
That's something that we wanted to do. We would just go ahead and do it. But with it being the house we grew up in, there's too many emotions tied to it that we don't want to do it as a business. We do this on the side also.
The couple offers that we had were both looking to buy it and rent it.
Okay.
And they're all cash, close in 10 days. And you're not far apart from where we want to be on one of the offers. But is the way that you're saying the only way that you'd be interested in purchasing it?
I would pay cash also, but that way it'd be more on. How much do you think it would cost? How much do you think it would cost if I fixed it up and sold it? That's all I know. That's all what I would.
The bathroom on the main level, we just had renovated to the tune of $22,000.
That's the one we're saying.
At the end of January. It has a beautiful walk-in shower. Great. You don't need to do anything with that. The kitchen is beautiful and big. Those are solid oak cabinets that were custom made many years ago. They're not the cheap oak cabinets like you have now.
They have pull out drawers in some of the cabinets to pull out pots and pans. It's got the corner ones have the little Lazy Susan thing that comes out. They're really nice. They're kind of dated looking because they're wood and it's done in.
Well, they're dated because of the stain color. Somebody wanted to sand them and do them like a driftwood color, or sand them and paint them. Maybe take the tile up on the counters and throw down some quartz.
Right.
You would probably want to take the carpet out and do, a type of hardwood pergo or something throughout that.
Oh, it'd be a light fixer. It'd be a light fixer.
Yes.
And so I take it people are offering somewhere in the high sixes right now, right?
We've got an offer at 7.
That's.
Where would you be, and how quickly could you close?
I'd probably be like around 650, but I can close in a week. And I can put down like a $20,000 non-refundable earnest money deposit. 650 close in a week, non-refundable earnest money deposit. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't know how. Is it gone through probate yet?
It doesn't need to go through probate. Danny and I own it. We did a deed upon death, and our attorneys already filed it as soon as our mom passed away. Danny and I own the property outright.
Just asking because and then for me, it's like 2 weeks. Or 1 week, give or take, close. We use any escrow company that you'd like. I'll pay for closing costs, your closing costs. I'll pay for.
And that's just going to be like $1,000 or closing costs. But
sure.
We can't do 650, but we might could talk if you got closer to 7. But we can't do 650. Dan, am I speaking for you as well?
Well, the cash offer we had wasn't the 7. That was the bank finance.
Yeah, that was.
But in order not to go through all that and just dragging it out, I would be willing to go down to 685, and that's probably the lowest I would go. And that's with it being a cash offer.
Right.
But that's with as is. We're not doing inspections and all that.
No inspections as is. I like to look at the house, but I think Juan looked at the house and he took pictures. Is that what he maybe?
He did. He took pictures. He had his clipboard. He took pictures of the water heater and how old it was. I wrote on the top of it when I put it in. He got pictures of all throughout the house. I didn't know. I assumed he would have told you all that at a time, but I didn't. But you're welcome to absolutely come look at the house. But he has walked through it and looked at everything also. I don't know how tight you guys work together. Yeah. What his opinion of it is or whatever, but he's seen how little the house needs.
What I can do is, if considering you have some time to think about it, and if it's something that maybe maybe let's say those offers don't go through, they fall through. If you want to work with me, I'm here. I'm open. You can look me up, norcalhomeoffer.com. I live here in Redding, but I purchase properties everywhere. I know Napa quite well.
Higher than your 6.
I'm just at the position now, and what's going now. I'm just that's okay. For me. My highest would. I don't. These things can change over time, so maybe let me know. I'm more than welcome to work with anybody, but at this time, no.
Really appreciate your interest, and we'll keep your information.
Of course.
And we'll circle back, and if you look at comps and different things, and
of course, I will. I'll take a look at the comps again, see if we're right on the numbers, and then, but if anything changes, let me know. I do appreciate it.
You're very welcome. We appreciate your time.
Thanks. You guys have a good day. All right, take care.
You too.
Bye. They weren't interested in looking for a cash offer. They wouldn't even do some subject to, because a reverse mortgage, you have to sell that property, or they have to put that property in their trust. And it seems like she's a realtor and she doesn't want to go it that way, and she wants to just sell quick. I would not deal with that type of sellers, because they think their houses are like a piece of gold to them, which I don't really like those type of sellers. They're not really the ones typically that are understanding, for that matter. She's a realtor, but it don't matter even if she's a realtor. She said wood oak is coming in. Then wood oak is not coming in styles. Definitely, let's work on some other leads. I'm going to send this to you, and I try my best. 650 would probably be the best I can do, because I don't see any other comps in that area for a house that's going to be being resold later, or even if I bought it to keep it as a rental. I just don't see how that's even possible, unless, gosh, I don't know, man. I'd have to wholesale it or something. But if I try to buy it to wholesale it, or get under contract and then resell it, I'm not sure. I probably wouldn't even make like 20 grand or something, 30 grand, which sounds like a lot, but the upfront cost is a high risk to just make 20 to 30 grand on $700,000 house. That's just crazy. If you can send me more comps, then that'd be great, and I'll let you know what I think about it. All right, take care, man. you.